All right. Well, he probably ain't gonna give it to you. Okay? Child, Drew Sidora and her husband Ralph. I don't believe nothing that Ralph is talking about because I believe that Ralph is abusive. I believe that he is narcissistic. I believe that whenever he left and went to Florida, he was cheating on that lady. I sometimes wonder why she's always getting hurt. Okay. I also saw in those divorce filings that you was trying to kick her and the kids out the damn house talking about you paid for it. Oh, you mean to tell me that house that you paid for without telling her? Your wife who was out of town, she come back and found out that you didn't purchase the house without telling her. And now that it's time for the divorce, you can kick her and said kids out of the house. And don't even get me started on the way he treated her son that's not his, acting like he wanted to adopt that little boy and reneging on it with your reneging ass. Okay? Like, no, to me, Ralph ain't shit. Ralph ain't shit, and Drew Sidora is stupid for sticking beside him this whole time. But let me tell y'all what they said. They said during an interview with People magazine, Ralph opened up about how much he still loves his estranged wife. Oh, that means you still got some work to get from her. You still got some coattails to ride off of, right? Because that's what he feel like to me. He feel like a man that's always looking for a woman to profit off of. And I feel like Drew being in entertainment and in music makes it so that you have two things going for you. She's gone doing business a lot so you can do whatever you want to do. And then also she's making money and making a face for you and her so you can get whatever she's getting. You can be opportunistic towards your relationship. Okay? He says, I love my wife with all my heart. Nigga, you ain't got no heart. It's no secret that marriage is a challenging journey. It is. One that is not for the faint of heart. And you know what? It's not. But whenever I want to tell you that you don't deserve a lobster dinner, you deserve a Lunchable, divorce him. He told her, you don't deserve this because you're trying to have a conversation with me about your feelings, bitch. You don't deserve all of this lavish treatment. You trying to talk to me about your feelings? You're not supposed to be talking to me about your feelings right now. You don't deserve this. I should have just gave your ass a Lunchable. I would have divorced the nigga then because that lets you know he has no value for you. It don't matter what he come back and say later. The fact that he let those words come out of his mouth was a teller for me. Okay, you don't love nobody. My family means the world to me, and I've dedicated myself to providing support, encouragement, and acting as a pillar of strength for my wife and children. Oh, really? Or did you pull that out of some church man's whole Bible? And not the Bible, y'all, but these men who promote the church and all of that, they're hoes. And they use their Bible to be hoes. And to me, what he's saying right here, it sounds like when a cheating lying ass is trying to clean it up and he gonna bring God into it. Let me call on the Lord and use some of the same language and rhetoric so y'all can think that I mean well when I really ain't shit. He probably realized he wasn't going to be able to make as much money without Drew. He continues, I sincerely apologize for my part in the deterioration of our relationship. As seasons change, I'm hopeful and optimistic for brighter days ahead. That's bullshit. Because if you really felt that way, say that to your wife. Don't tell it to People magazine. You want clout off of Drew. And she's dumb enough to think that you love her and y'all got good sexual chemistry. And we know, to me, even though he may have money, he may have been in technology, when he was putting all those cameras in the house so he can watch her when he was out of town doing whatever he was doing. Yeah, all of that. You may be able to find a way to make your money, but you definitely feel like you have been using Drew this entire time to make sure you were able to make more money, to capitalize off of who she was and what she's bringing to the table. I almost feel like you probably would have left her if she wouldn't have signed up for Real Housewives of Atlanta. The way he showed up in that last episode, she was like, oh my God, you've never been here before. Never came to her rehearsals, never came to support her in her music. But when he wants to show the video director that he's sexy enough to be in her video, he gonna come in there, eyes smizing and humping her in the seat and shit. And I'm like, yeah, it's giving porn, but I still don't like you, and you look like an opportunist. Okay, y'all want to talk about Todd being an opportunist? No, this is an opportunist. Okay, but I don't see y'all calling him out in the same way that y'all do Todd. I wonder it's because you won't fuck him.